Trevino is in the middle of yet another public meltdown, and this time things have gone too far. You'd be in shock once you hear why she is spiraling this much. And here's the thing about Ash, you never know what to expect. Sometimes she does stuff that looks so scripted until you realize she's actually dead serious and it's all for real. So what caused the latest chaotic spectacle, you ask? It all started as a love story. Not so long ago, she was out here beaming about meeting her new man's parents. Fast forward to a few days later, Ash is live streaming from Motel 6, sobbing on the internet about her short-lived relationship and how this man tossed him aside after playing with her feelings. Exactly what she has done 1,001 other times, but just doesn't learn. The craziest part is how short-lived it was. Let's get right into it.
I don't get up till 4:30.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be at your house waiting for you by that time, and you better be getting my stuff, or I will show up with other people.
Like, literally, Ash Trevino went from locked in to locked out in less than a week, y'all. A mind-blowing record time.
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Why are you doing this all of a sudden?
For you to understand how we got here, let's rewind. Just days ago, Ash went on a live stream literally floating on cloud 9 and all glowing because she had supposedly found her forever soulmate. She was ready for the wedding bells and all because this man had apparently told her she was the one and she believed him. It must have felt nice to be chosen, but even more than that, she has clearly longed for that feeling.
His little note from me to him. He's my safe place. And then our dinner that they bought us.
But here's where it gets comically tragic. Ash was so ready to risk it all for this stranger, and I say stranger because they had only dated for 3 weeks. Yet Ash planned a whole elaborate romantic setup, and next thing you know, she's on one knee proposing.
Guys, look how beautiful this is. A candlelit dinner in front of the lady.
Then came the crash. Because in under 48 hours after the proposal, he dumped her. And this dude allegedly threw her out and told her to come get her stuff. Like she was some random stranger who forgot her earrings at his place.
I don't want you back in the house after that.
Why? I didn't do anything to you. I've been doing everything I should be doing. I cut everybody off for you. I'm cooking.
Just when you thought she couldn't spiral any harder, Ash did exactly that. Because one thing about Ash, she can escalate chaos from 0 to 100 in a snap. Her next live stream was her crying her lungs out from Motel 6.
Miss me when I'm gone. No, you're not. No, you're not. I'm gonna show up there today. I'm gonna show up there today. I am.
Before we proceed, can we talk about the proposal photos, y'all? It was a whole romantic setup complete with flowers, lights, the whole 9 yards. Facebook went wild with people saying, if Ash can get this, we all deserve it. Until we realized that this man didn't even lift a finger. She planned it all herself, and now it just sounds sad. And that has always been the issue with Ash Trevino's love life. It's always so performative, because instead of learning about her new partner, she normally creates a fantasy, plans every role, and hopes that people believe that it's real. The crazy bit is that she normally believes that it's real, and if you express a different opinion, that's the quickest way to have her block you. When in reality, she is always the one pulling the strings and just begging to be chosen. On top of all of that, one more disturbing detail about the dude she was crying over was leaked. Turns out it was the same man who once went live in a jacuzzi to publicly humiliate her so badly, and even went as far as saying her nana smelled rotten. And instead of blocking him or just walking away, Ash proposed to him.
Smell like pistachios. Pistachios.
The red flags stayed red since their first ever interaction. She ended up mentioning why she got dumped, and apparently he snooped on her phone and found old messages from an ex. And Ash was referring to texts between her and her ex from the past week.
Messages from like last week from an ex.
Actually, old ass messages from last week.
That's old. It was just about some shots.
I won't be shocked if she was cheating and just justifying it. She literally said that those were past mistakes, but now that I think about it, if that's her definition of past, then no wonder her relationships move at the speed of lightning. Now, if you thought all she did was propose, you are so wrong. In a record time of just 1 week, her delusion had already sent her to meeting his family members, the dad, kids, cousins, niece. He had planned to meet 9 other members of his family, and Ash packed an entire year of milestones into 1 chaotic week. And before you know it, they had taken things to a whole new level by introducing each other to their children. It was a speed run relationship that skipped all the red flags. They went from strangers to forever partners and then jilted lovers in 5 TikTok videos. Let's not even talk about how she lit up over meeting his mom. To her, that was just enough proof that they were locked in for life.
I went and met his mom. I met some more of his family, so yeah, I'm pretty locked in if you ask me. Pretty locked in.
After the breakup, Ash hasn't been able to handle the L so well. In one of the clips, she can be heard begging for her man to take her back, saying that she's cut off everyone for him and she was cooking for him since day 1. Look, that's cute in a rom-com, but in real life, cooking some eggs and cutting off people doesn't cancel out trust issues. Not especially when you consider chatting with your ex barely a week before proposing as past mistakes. Imagine giving someone so much power over you.
So you're literally gonna make TikTok happy? This is why I don't have my TikTok up. Because of this crap.
Should I mute it?
I was choosing you over social media, and you don't see that?
People online are torn because some actually believe that she is going through it and just needs help. But on the other hand, others think that it is all a performance and that it has all been for clout from their meetup, proposal, breakup, tears, and chaos. Some say that Ash is doing what she does best. Clout makes her money. And they are not wrong. Ash has been struggling to bring in the numbers she used to back in the day, so obviously she isn't making much. So what if she's just trying to restore her lost glory? But then again, if that's the case, then she is one hell of a good actress, because even if it started as a skit, the emotions seem so real now. Remember, so much has happened from the pain and the panic of being homeless. She's shown all those raw emotions to the point that you can literally feel the panic in her voice.
Are you serious right now? When I freaking loved you?
And just when you thought that Ash couldn't outdo herself, she drops the bombshell. She has said her notorious inmate era is finally over. In case you didn't know, Ash has been a ride or die for the jailed for the longest time. She made dating inmates her entire personality, which in and of itself is just crazy. Seriously, how did we get to the point where inmate hopper was her whole brand?
I was always into that kind of stuff since I was a young girl. And then, as I got older, I just had this thing to be with somebody incarcerated. I don't know, I liked that.
From the jump, Ash has always made it clear that her type wasn't tall, dark, and handsome. It was the orange jumpsuits and visitation hours. Her entire brand has been cracking jokes about her favorite type of inmate and casually describing her preferences like she's been picking them off the prison menu. In her words, she prefers them in icy whites.
Okay, who wants to go with me? And I would always say me. I just had this thing about prisons. I don't know.
It's even crazy that Ash has never been on any prison-themed reality show like Love After Lockup. She's just a self-made prison groupie queen who built a whole social media presence around it. She once said she liked feeling needed. She enjoyed being the one on the outside who could send money, gifts, letters, care packages. It's more like a savior complex, but messier. The thing about such people is that they go to great lengths to get others to love them, regardless of who's getting hurt in the process. Just to prove this, Ash recently told someone on live that she and her cousin are pretty successful homewreckers.
Oh, and tell Giovanni, I take husbands. If I don't, my cousin will. So watch your husband, baby girl.
She's not just been leaning into the chaos, she's even advertising it. To her, it's more than just being loved and wanted and envied or feared. All that cattiness and competition all feeds into the messy and unapologetic and unhinged brand that she's been building over the years. And here's where things go from sad to truly uncomfortable. In the middle of all of this, her kids are always involved. In fact, recently people started asking, where are Ash's kids? According to her, the kids don't want to be with her right now and are staying with her parents because she's not in the right headspace to be with them.
My kids are not with me because they don't want to be with me right now. They are homebodies and they love to be with my parents, and I just gave my mom some money yesterday for them financially.
But wait until you hear what she did next. For someone who moved into her new boyfriend's house within 3 weeks, babysitting his kids, only to turn around to say that she's too mentally unwell to care for her own kids, that is not just sad, it's confusing. When fans started calling her out on her BS, she didn't deny any of it. She said, I'm not a good mom right now, and I'm not a bad mom either. I'm just not there mentally. Clearly, being an inmate hopper no longer gets her the views, so she also recently talked about rebranding. Ash said that she is done with the drama and inmates and the bad mom label. She now wants to be a mukbang content creator.
And to drink, I have a Coke.
If you're buying it, then you've fallen for her antics, because as long as her daughters are still not around, she can't convince us that she woke up and just turned a new leaf. On top of all of that, word on the street is she is living in her car, her kids are still at her mom's place, and her daughter Haley recently threw some shade on TikTok, making it very clear she does not want to be associated with Ash anymore.
No one said it would ever be easy being a mom. Right now is the time I wish their dad was alive. I really do, and I told my mom that today. I called my mom and I said I wish her dad was alive.
So Ash can say that she wants to change, but the receipts are not matching the rebrand. You can't erase years of chaos with one mukbang.
I'm trying to literally change everything. That's why I've been making eating videos, because I don't want to be known for what I was known for.
And remember how she was flexing about moving out just last month? Yeah, that turned out to be about as real as her relationship. Word is that she got evicted.
I do have my apartment still. As we speak, actually, I'm moving out right now. So yes, we're here cleaning my apartment out, you guys. They already fixed the window in the back. My kitchen stuff.
It's not even the lies that are weird, it's the inconsistency. Last month, she was a luxury homeowner, and this month, she's sharing Wi-Fi with truck drivers and vending machines. How do you go from, I just bought a mansion, to I'm living in my car, then to I'm at Motel 6 in less than 30 days? The emotional roller coaster is at an all-time high.
I am not living in the house that I bought because it needed a lot of work, and I basically lost that money, so now I'm gonna put another down payment on another house.
Living in your car?
No, I'm living in a Motel 6.
And honestly, it just adds to the confusion. You can never tell if she's okay or trolling or whether this is content or trauma. Nobody knows. And maybe that's the brand at this point, to have people confused and sometimes pity her. Ash recently opened up in one of her lives with what sounded like a genuine moment of vulnerability. She reflected on her past addictions, not substances, but behaviors. She said,
I've struggled so much with my addictions.
She described sleeping with multiple guys in one weekend, miscarriages with a sugar daddy and an ex, and then the mental spiral that kept her stuck.
Back in 2015 through 2017, I was literally just sleeping with everybody. And I kid you not, I'm being so open with y'all right now.
Because people have got to ask, has anything really changed? Sure, maybe she's not out clubbing every weekend or sleeping around like she did in the 2010s, but if you look closely, it feels like she just swapped one set of addictions for another. Back then, she craved affection through sex. She's still chasing clout, but through endless drama and shock value.
Nobody wanted me. I felt like I was never gonna be happy. So I would just fill that void with that, okay?
The The question isn't whether Ash is real, because she probably isn't. Maybe the concern should be whether she knows how to stop turning her trauma into entertainment. One day, the internet will find someone messier, louder, and newer, and that would be it for her. And when that happens, the algorithm that made her will forget her just as quickly. As it is, she doesn't intrigue people the way that she used to back then. The comments about Ash's recent lives and TikToks say the quiet part out loud. One viral comment reads, "Nah, this is all a stunt. She is desperate to keep eyes on her socials and he's trying to create a following. It's pathetic." Another comment hits even deeper. I feel like when she says she can't be a mom like she wants right now, it's because she doesn't want to do the single mom thing. She wants so desperately to be claimed by a man and have a man be one big happy family with her kids and his kids. One thing about Ash Trevino is she has always craved validation through a relationship. And if she can't get that, she seeks it from strangers online. The desperation, the oversharing, and the clingy texts are undeniably human. So even if she is just putting up a show, this is just who she is. If history has taught us anything, Ash will be back with a new man and a new meltdown by next week. Do y'all think that the meltdown after getting dumped was real, or was it all for clout? Let me know down below.